Chapter 8. Avni's phone buzzed insistently on her desk, each new notification adding fuel to the anxiety already simmering inside her. She clicked on the screen, and her heart sank instantly as she saw the trending hashtag. Hashtag Avni Mehra exposed. Her breath hitched painfully. Headlines flashed accusingly before her eyes, blurring into a twisted mockery of her career. With trembling fingers, she clicked a news link and watched in horror as a video clip played. A distorted edit of her interview, cleverly manipulated to portray her as vindictive, biased, and deceitful. Betrayal stabbed through her chest, sharp and merciless. Only one person had possessed this footage, Arjun Khanna. Avni slammed her laptop shut, tears of rage and humiliation burning behind her eyelids. How could she have been so naive to trust him? To believe that Arjun, who'd once represented everything she fought against, could truly stand by the truth when faced with the choice between honesty and family loyalty? Fury propelled her movements as she grabbed her keys and stormed out, determined to confront him directly. She needed to see his eyes when he admitted what he'd done. When Avni stormed into Arjun's office unannounced, his startled secretary barely had time to stammer a protest before Avni brushed past and threw open his door. He stood immediately, startled yet wary. "Avni, how could you?" Her voice shook with barely restrained anger, eyes glistening with unshed tears. She stepped closer, confronting him head-on. "You had the evidence. You knew it was genuine. Why would you betray me?" Arjun's face clouded with guilt, but he masked it swiftly with a stern composure she'd rarely seen since their uneasy partnership began. "Avni, listen." "No," she snapped, raising her hand sharply. "I trusted you. I genuinely believed you wanted the truth as much as I did, but you played me from the start." "Avni," Arjun tried again, softer now, visibly struggling with his internal turmoil. "I didn't have a choice." "There's always a choice," she interrupted bitterly, tears escaping despite her best efforts. "You just chose wrong." He stepped around the desk, reaching out hesitantly. "My family threatened to destroy everything we worked for. Our investigation, your career, even your safety. I was trying to protect you." Avni recoiled as if his words burned her. "Protect me? Look at the news, Arjun. Look at what you've allowed them to do. You've destroyed me." Regret flashed clearly across his face, his mask slipping momentarily to reveal genuine pain. "I swear, I never intended for it to come to this. Your intentions don't matter anymore." Her voice cracked with anguish. "All that matters is that I trusted you, and you betrayed that trust to save your reputation, your empire, your precious family." Arjun visibly flinched at her words, his eyes shadowed with sorrow and conflict. "Avni," she held up a trembling hand, stopping him. "I thought you were different. But I was wrong. You're exactly what everyone warned me about. Another ruthless Khanna, who'd sacrifice anyone for power. I'm not like them." Arjun's voice rose with desperation, his composure unraveling. "I've fought battles you can't imagine, just trying to hold on to a shred of integrity. But sometimes family ties are impossible to break." Avni stared at him, eyes blazing despite the tears running freely down her cheeks. "Well, congratulations. Your family won. And in the process, you lost any chance at redemption." Turning away sharply, she walked quickly toward the door, each step feeling heavier than the last. Before she could escape completely, his voice halted her, raw and painfully sincere. "Avni, please don't go like this," he pleaded softly. "Let me fix it." She paused, shoulders stiffening, refusing to look back. "There's nothing left to fix. We're done, Arjun." With that final, bitter declaration, she walked out, leaving him standing alone amid the silent wreckage of their brief alliance. Later, in the isolation of her apartment, Avni collapsed onto her couch, exhaustion and heartbreak overwhelming her. Her phone buzzed continuously, but she ignored it, unable to bear any further insults or accusations. The silence stretched on painfully, amplifying the hollow ache within her chest. She had poured herself into a mission for truth, believing that justice and integrity mattered more than anything else. But tonight, Arjun had proven how foolish that belief had been. He'd chosen his family over truth. His loyalty had never truly wavered, no matter how convincing their shared moments felt. She pressed her palm against her heart, feeling the painful thud echoing within. and wondered bitterly if the spark between them had ever been real, or merely another calculated manipulation. Either way, it didn't matter now. Her credibility lay shattered, her career damaged perhaps beyond repair. And worse, the sting of his betrayal cut deeper than any scandal ever could. Avni squeezed her eyes shut, trying desperately to erase the painful memories. But Arjun's conflicted gaze haunted her thoughts, refusing to fade. In the end, his betrayal had cost them both something precious: trust, respect, and perhaps the fragile beginnings of love. Now it was all lost, drowned in a sea of lies, family pressure, and painful truths neither of them could change.